Do you really know how important your water parameters are? Today I will take you through how to test for your pH, your alkaline, your chlorine and your bioman. So today I will be taking you through some information about how to reverse your alkaline water. Make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube page. Make sure that you share and invite people to watch my YouTube channel. Stay tuned to enjoy yourself. On how to manage other parameters of your water. So what I'm having here today is one, I'm having the pH kit. This is our pH kit I'll be using, and this is the chart for the pH kit. This is the chart for the pH kit, and again I'm having a chlorine and bioman tester. This is a chlorine and bioman tester, and this is the chart for our chlorine and bioman tester. So it's just an experiment, and which I'm trying to make sure that it gets informed to every catfish farmer. So in here what we have is that what we'll be using in testing all those parameters are one, this is what we call our baking soda. This is the baking soda, as you can see. It's a baking soda. That is called bicarbonate of soda. So it's a bakers of soda. So in here we are going to use a dish. What this does is that in order for you to correct your water, that is, we are going to use that to correct your pH. In here we have the alum. So I will tell you what this alum is going to do as well, because I know most people don't really know what alum does. Alum is a highly acidic. If you don't know, it's highly acidic. So we are going to use alum too as well. So this is the lime. So we are going to use our lime too as well for this experiment this morning. And in here we have our chlorine. This is what we call the chlorine. So we are going to use this chlorine for an experiment. So in here we have our soda ash. I think soda is very popular. Everybody knows about soda ash. So we are going to use soda ash as a means of experiment. So note, what we are trying to do this morning is not just how to manage or correct your pH water. You understand? So because what normally happens is that most people correct their pH. So by the time their pH level now runs to maybe alkaline, how can they bring it back, especially if you are into hatchery process, which are the infant stage that all these parameters do affect your fishes. I don't think most people really know about that. So today I'm going to take you through some correction in how to understand that. If you watch my video, maybe it's a previous video that I did yesterday, I was trying to give a practical analysis of our rainwater, the parameters of our rainwater, that is the pH parameters of our rainwater. So yesterday, the water that is coming directly from the sky that I tested is around 5 to 6. It is around 6. That means it's a little bit acidic. So, but this morning, this water have stayed for 24 hours. It happened yesterday, so I purposely fetch it down so that I can use it for today's experiment. So I'm going to use that as a first tester this morning to test the water parameters as at 24 hours. So I'll be testing the pH level of the water. That means the rainwater as at 24 hours. So by the time I test it, you can see For those of you that watched my video yesterday, so by the time I put it here, you can see it's giving me 7. So that means if you really, maybe when your water is acidic and rain is falling, so what I'm telling you now is that evaporation, when evaporation did natural evaporation did take place in all of your water parameters, it do correct it. That means the water that I got yesterday that's acidic, after 24 hours you can see that the water is corrected. So for those of us that are into washing or somehow, you can as well use your rainwater. As you can see, after 24 hours you can use it for your ash-free business. So this is the first test I did. So what I'll be doing is again, because all my waters here, they are highly acidic, so I'll be adding more water to the alkaline water, and you will see what this will give us. So let me just take some water from there. So
call Catfish Solution Academy on 080330400136.
Since the water is acidic, so you can see that after putting the neutral water, it's taking it to 6. This is it. It's taking it to 6. That means it's running back to acidity because I'm putting it into an acidic water. So what we'll be doing this morning is that I'll be taking water from here. We all know that water is acidic, so I'll put it. It's because of the drop of the pH reagent liquid I'm putting into. That's why I have to reduce the water. So because I'm adding just 1 drop, so by the time I add a drop and it's being shaked, you can see the level that what we are having here, we are having is around 4. You can see 4, so it's highly acidic. So the first thing I'll be doing is that 1, I'll be having our soda bicarbonate inside, which is that means I'll be adding the baking soda. So as you are seeing it, you can see it has turned into. You can see it has turned into. It's taking it to alkaline. As you can just see, it's taking it to alkaline. So it has turned it automatically to like it's around 9, 8 to 9. So it's going to alkaline. So once it's got to alkaline, how can you reverse it back? In order, maybe you're having some hinges for reasons. Maybe you can't access an alkaline water because some people sometimes maybe you can't access back an acidic water to mix into this, because if I should be mixing acidic water into this, you take it back to acidic. Let's just do it. This water is acidic and I'll be adding acidic water back into it. So this is just it. It's full. You can see it's acidic because it's alkaline. By the time I put in an acidic water, it runs back to acidic, or it will correct. Depends on the test tube. I know if I have a bigger test tube, it will run to alkaline. So this is just it. So again, I'll be having the water back. So once I have my water back, I put the reagent. It's acidic. This is our soda ash. By the time I drop in the soda ash, just 1 or 2 of it, you can see just 2 of it, it already turned it to what we call alkaline. So this is alkalinity. So once it's alkaline, it's either you use the acidic water to bring it back, or we use our alum. This is what we call
Make
alum.
sure you get all my books
So
and
what
a
I will do
video
is
for
that
better
just
guide
to
on
test it
catfish
for you, I will
farming.
add. Is that you use this? No, let me just use the alum directly. So you use the alum. So this is your alum. By the time you can see the way it's purifying it, you can see. So it's because it's much inside. So what this does is that it takes it back to 4. You can see. So the alum takes it back to 4 from here. It's because of the content. I should have dropped little. So what I will now do is that I will add some acidic water into it. Sorry, because it needs more acidic water. The alum is much. You can see the alum is much. So what we do now is that by the time I put a drop, it's acidic. Okay, so now we'll be using our lime. This is lime, so I'll be dropping some lime into it. You can see this is our lime. It works as a gradual process too as well, so it's taking it back to, you can see it's taking it back to neutral, from acidity to neutral, as you can see. You know, it's back to like 6.6 to 7. So that means the lime. That's what I'm using now. So, and if I want to run it back to acidity, it's simple. It's either I use my acidic water, or I used this. You can see this is already taken back to acidity. That means the lemon.
Watch out for the continuation.